Supporters of France's Marine Le Pen are preparing to rally in support of the convicted politician after she was banned from running in the country's next presidential election. Le Pen had called Sunday's rally the starting gun of her 2027 presidential campaign after a court found her guilty of embezzling EU funds. A counter-protest organized by the left is also taking place in downtown Paris. Our correspondent Lisa Lewis joins us now from Paris. So Lisa, we'll get to Le Pen in a second, but for a moment, tell us about the counter-demonstrations that are also happening today.
Well, that protest at the Place de la République in northeastern Paris is organised by the Green Party and far-left France and both. There are hundreds of people who've come together to say we are here to defend democracy. They are outraged after Marine Le Pen said the judgment handed down on Monday was a politically motivated judgment, and they're saying, you know, a functioning democracy also needs an independent justice system that holds politicians to account.
Now, following her conviction on graft charges and the court ban on Marine Le Pen standing for office, she called for her supporters to mobilize. Now they seem to be doing just that.
Well, absolutely. There, you know, the place, the square a bit further south near the Invalides Dome in southwestern Paris is clearly filling up with supporters that have come together from all across France. Marine Le Pen is also saying that she's defending democracy. She says that functioning democracy needs for the people to be able to decide if they want to vote for a politician or not in the presidential elections. Mind you, she's actually walking on a fine line, because on the one hand, she wants to gather support for her being able to be a candidate in the 2027 presidential elections. But in order to win those elections, she'd also need support from other more moderate voters who could be inclined to vote for her. So if she goes too much down that road of, you know, anti-system discourse that she's actually left behind in the past, that she's gone back to after this judgment, because she's, you know, obviously saying that the judges have been politically motivated, but that could antagonize one part of the voters that she desperately need if she wants to stand a chance in the 2027 presidential elections. Mind you, obviously, if she's the candidate or anybody else from her party.
Well, as you were saying there, it's a delicate balancing act, and it's been just about a week since the court handed down its judgment. So has public opinion had time to digest it, and what do everyday residents of France think about this overall?
Well, most of the polls are showing that the majority of the French think that this was a good judgment, that the judges were right to make that decision, and also that it was not over the top, that Marine Le Pen should be held to account. So it seems that her appeal to voters to go to the barricades has had limited effect so far.
That was DW correspondent Lisa Lewis in Paris. Thank you very much for your reporting.